Hello my friends, this is going to be a very quick little video. I apologize for the low light. I don't have a lot of lights on in the garage, and I just popped into my 89 Foxbody Mustang to do this quick little project. If you've ever driven one of these cars, you know anything about these cars, you get a lot of heat coming right up here through the shifter area. The exhaust runs very close underneath this. There's no insulation, no padding really whatsoever to stop all the heat from pouring through. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's probably not going to pop up. Sorry, for the light. Stand by. Let me grab my shop light. All right, let's see if we can see this. Tight quarters. This is a Pro 5.0 shifter. They were, I'm not going to say they're one of the best now. I mean, it's a very good shifter. Here's the thing, it's been copied by everyone. Pro 5.0 was the first. The Steeda Triax followed them. Hurst copied them, and now MGW, I believe it's MGW, they make probably the most superior shifter product for Foxbodies for a lot of cars. But anyway, this one's the Pro 5.0, the originator. My car came with this. It's really truly a sign of the times. I mean, this was probably put in when this product was introduced, in the early 90s. So anyway, see if that light will stay in that general area. So what I have over here is, this is the leftover insulation from the Miata project. When I did the short shifter in the wife's Miata, which you've seen from other videos, I put a really nice short shifter from Miata Roadsters, high quality billet piece. It's expensive, $300 for the 6-speed version, but it comes with, the Miata Roadsters version comes with a new shift boot, and it comes with new OEM insulation. But this insulation is the perfect size and fit to go in here where there isn't any. So you can take this little horseshoe shaped piece right here, and I'm just gonna stuff it in. See some aftermarket alarm wiring down there. It's tight, which is good, I suppose, what you want. We'll go up in there, and I guess, I don't know which way we're going to do this. Yeah, so I think it'll help. Certainly not going to hurt. The shifter goes right back on. No big deal there. This just pops in place. There's this nice heavy-duty kind of rubber band seal, almost like the thing that you'd find on holding a, a lobster's claws in place. And the really crappy Celine shifter that made by EMPI, basically used for Volkswagens and other import cars from back in the 70s and 80s. EMPI shift knob that they put a 5-speed kind of a domed emblem on top of, and away they go. So you can see I've got some Teflon tape on my shifter just to make the thing nice and tight. I'm gonna redo the tape, put this whole thing back together. So let's see, stand by. Alright, so all back together, no issues there whatsoever. The console piece just snaps right back into place, goes right over that insulation, fits no problem. So what I probably should do in the future is buy new insulation, maybe get some from Miata Roadsters if theirs is cheap, or straight from Mazda themselves. Or find some parts, and I don't want to, this stuff is kind of disintegrating a little bit the way that jute padding insulation does. But yeah, I think that this will make a noticeable difference, and no more heat pouring up from the shifter. So cool. Check out the graphic equalizer, the Pioneer graphic equalizer. That's a original Celine part right there. And still, I'm gonna do an overview. I keep saying I promise, but there, let me just show you. That is a really nice piece. That's a kind of a crowning jewel there of the center console here. That is a Chicane Motorsport dual gauge cage, handmade by the late Joe Gosinski, who used to work for Celine back in the day. So I'm really proud to have gotten one of those pieces. I bought it directly from Joe before he was murdered. Actually, you can Google that story. I got my boost gauge and my fuel gauge, my original Celine gauges. These were SA10 anniversary car original parts, but these are so much nicer than the Autometer parts that were copied later on by Autometer. This is curved, and it comes with nice trim rings for the gauges that match the curve, and it just fits perfectly. You know, Celine wanted to stop Autometer from copying them, but they didn't have money to pursue, you know, copyrights or infringement or whatever back in the day. But yeah, anyway, just a little nod to the late Joe Gosinski. I mean, I call him a friend. I never met the man in person, but if you knew Joe at all, then you talked to him on the phone. I mean, I talked to him just buying this, having him make me one of these. I talked to him on 2 or 3 different occasions. Probably added up over 2 hours. That's just the type of the guy he was. He loved to talk about cars, and if you were an enthusiast, you know, you were a friend of his. Anyway, so a little bit of insulation in the center console under the shifter. No more heat, we hope. All right, my friends, as always, thanks for watching. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. All right, my friends, take care.